Hello, everybody, and welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dog's YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as we deliver you winning free sports picks for the primetime games. And deliver those games, well, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plates. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show for today. We've got James Clark with us. Damian Sosh returns. Tony Brown from Las Vegas, Nevada. Of course, we got Alex Smart there in the center square. Chris Ruffolo again as the co-host. And we got Ninos and, of course, Shane Mickle, who's now number one in the NBA. All right, let's take a look at how they will line up for today. Smart, Brown, Ninos, Mickle, Ruffalo, Clark, Sosh, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, you catch that Reds and Twins game. Pretty up and down game. A lot of runs scored.
Absolutely, a lot of runs scored, but I also had my eye. It's a great day up here in the Great White North. Bill C-218 passed, looking to legalize single-game sports betting. Looks like it's going to happen. So, fantastic day up here and a big step in the right direction.
A big step in the right direction, no doubt about that. All right, let's get our show started, and let's welcome Alex Smart. The show you'll find him over at Pick Dogs. I know Alex will have some opinion about that.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Maybe they'll ban us from that too. Who knows? But no, I'm looking forward to it. Really, it's good news.
All right, Alex, we got your game here tonight. Pirates to host the White Sox. White Sox are laying $1.67, total 7.5.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to lay some lumber tonight, and I like the advantage we have. Maybe, and the most important thing here is Gelato's actually had long-standing record here of doing really well in road games when playing against a below 500 team. He's gone. The team's gone 15-4 when he goes to the hill as a starter in those situations. And what's interesting is last year he was 1-0 against the Pirates, and that just happened to be the no-hitter he threw last year in Chicago. So I like the Chicago White Sox here. They're 21-5 as pretty big favorites. With some chalk here between 125 and 175. They won 21 of their last 26 opportunities, and lay it and play it.
All right, going to lay it here with the White Sox minus 167 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, Chris, I always talk about it, the step down in class angle here with the White Sox facing just a really bad type Pirates team.
Yeah, Pirates team that's dead last in the league in runs per game. And to tell you the truth, I don't want anything to do with this Pirates pitching staff outside of JT Brubaker. There's just nothing going on there for me. It's an angle we talk about on the morning show as well. The White Sox crushing left-handed pitching, 18-5 this season against teams starting left-handed pitchers. So I got to go with the White Sox in this one.
Now going here on the White Sox minus 167 against the Pirates. This one first pitch 7 Eastern Time, MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dog. Big card from Major League Baseball. 14 games in the prime time of hockey and an NBA up there. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, we've got a triple header of baseball this evening, and we've got that key NBA game this evening, that playoff game, and that's about it. Heavy hitting on all four of these selections, and these are very viable investment options. And join me; we'll make some money.
All right, guys, get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs. Get his pass for tonight, his one-day plays. You get them all there over at Pick Dogs Premium, and of course, make that upgrade to that long-term pass with those winnings. He has that 3, 7, and 30 sports pass to get every play that Alex releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for the time period you select there. When you go over to the profile page and make that purchase, add a second capper with a 2-for-1 promo, even greater value there. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk to you in a couple days.
Okay, guys, take care.
All right, Alex Smart here on the drive-thru, going here by Chris. Let's continue on now on the show, and we're going over to Las Vegas, Nevada, where I know it's really hot up there. We're going to welcome to the show Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. He's also part of Chris's crew as they get the hockey videos up there. Tony, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. You're absolutely right. It's blazing out here right now.
No doubt about that. All right, here we go. Tonight, this is your game on MLB Network. Padres here to host the Dodgers. Some call the Dodgers Oklahoma City, LA Dodgers, with all those players inserted in that lineup with some injuries. But I think Muncy may be coming back here. Dodgers $1.13 total, sits at 7.5.
Yeah, Muncy's coming back for this one, and I'm going to take the Dodgers. The line's too good to pass up. You got the defending World Series champions. You got Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw on the mound, and he only paying $1.13. It's too good to pass up, so we won't. The Dodgers are 6-1. Last night's loss to the Padres was their first road loss in 7 games. They're 6-1 on the road. They've been true road warriors over the last 7 games, and they're 13-4 in their last 17 games. They've just been on absolute fire. Nobody's going to win forever, so they took the loss last night. It was a great game. Padres sending one of their aces to the mound. They got results from Tatis and Machado. You know, the Padres aren't a bad team, but I don't think they're going to beat us back-to-back, especially with Kershaw coming on the mound. So at 113, take the Dodgers to win on the road over the Padres for my free pick.
All right, Chris, Tony Brown here on the Dodgers, minus 113. A little more look here at the Dodgers. Pollock in the lineup. We see Muncy coming back, so it doesn't look like OKC LA here against the Padres.
No, it doesn't. This Dodgers team starting to finally get healthy, and there couldn't be a perfect pitcher to really get healthy against. Blake Snell hasn't seemed to really fit in for the Padres this year. He still looks like he's not that comfortable. And while Clayton Kershaw hasn't been the same dominant Dodgers ace that we've heard wise, he's still a pitcher that when you get him at this price, you got to take it. So I'm on the Dodgers as well.
All right, agreement here on the Dodgers. Minus 113 against the Padres. First pitch, 10 Eastern time. They call it the Spotlight game on MLB Network. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, we got 14 games still to go from baseball. We got that one-day game. We got that NBA game going on with those Clippers. And, of course, we got the hockey game going on with Vegas. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, we got a big night tonight. It's my Tuesday triple play. Every play that I have on the board is 100% rated. That means it's working with a 100% trend that has not lost so far. Like every single pick has cashed in game after a game, whether it's 8, 6, 7, whatever trend it's on. It's a perfect trend for tonight. One from the MLB and one each from the NHL and NBA playoffs. You can get them individually, or you can get my Tuesday triple play and cash big.
Cash big right now with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got that one-day pass or his triple play going on right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Check out the profile page. You'll be able to pick that up. And, of course, that 2-for-1 capper promotion where you'll match up Tony Brown with another capper on those long-term passes you see there, 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. You can match them up with Chris. You can match them up with Big Al McMorty, who's doing great work. Ann Shore, who's doing fine work there as well. Tony Brown on the 2-for-1 cap promotion. Get that long-term pass right now from Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Tony, have yourself a great evening over there in Las Vegas. Enjoy the action, and we'll talk again in a couple days. No
problem. Let's go Knights.
All right, he's on the Knights tonight. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. He was at the Knights game. I know he sent me a video, try to get it to you there for the for your hockey show, right?
I can't agree with everybody all the time. I have to take a break from that role that I have here on the drive-thru. But it's just those hockey videos are fun. What can I say? And I'll have the hockey game covered for you guys later tonight. So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that one. No doubt about that. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. It all gets started with that morning show at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We got Mitch. We got Rod Zawacki back. Boy, that was a quick recovery there from Rod Zawacki. And, of course, we also have Brian Bittler in there. And, of course, we have that we got to get him tested. Also, too, guys, make sure you check out the late show here. This is our drive-thru show. We're here at 6 p.m. Eastern time every single Monday through Friday with the drive-thru. Don't forget those YouTube premium shows, guys. That's a great value there as well. And, of course, that thumbs up, those likes. Give us those thumbs up, guys. Of course, it helps us build up our audience, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony. You do it. It helps us out a ton. Helps us pay for Brian's test. No, I'm kidding. It helps us, get the product out to new and fresh faces. People haven't seen it before, but also, it's up there with the rest of the YouTube ranks. And, who doesn't like making free money, right? But again, we do this all for you guys. You guys are the measuring stick of what's working for us and what's not. Because without you, there's no Pick Dogs family. So keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. And Tony always says we appreciate all the support.
We certainly do, guys. So thumbs up, likes really help us out. All right, let's continue our coverage now here on the drive-thru. Let's go out to Florida and welcome Al Ninos to the show. Mr. Al, what's going on?
Going good. How are you?
I'm doing great. All right, here we go. West Coast action, 9:38 Eastern time. Angels home to the Giants. The Angels favored at home at $1.28, total of 9.
Yeah, I was trying to get some help from you guys, trying to see why the Angels would be favored here other than the fact that they're at home. Yeah, they did go on a bit of a run too, but I think they cooled down a bit, getting swept by the A's, and they're coming off that loss to the Tigers. Giants sending Anthony DeSclafani to the mound to face Andrew Heaney here. I think the Giants have been one of the most impressive teams this season. They may not have the biggest names in the game, but they have some very solid players. They're playing really well. And Desclafani's starting to make a bit of a name for himself. He's having a fantastic season here. Andrew Heaney's had a few good outings too, but we've seen him get hit hard more often than not. Yeah, so I don't know. This line, as I said, looks a little tricky maybe, but I got to take a shot here with the Giants on the money line. I just think they've been the better team, and they got the better pitcher on the mound here.
All right, Ninos here says go ahead and go with the Giants here, plus 115 against the Angels. All right, Chris, what say you? I know Heaney's had some struggles, a little better outings of late, though.
I mean, I got to roll with the Giants here, though. You look at DeSclafani, like Al said, going through the best, arguably the best season of his career. Injuries, I think, took its toll on Cincinnati, but now, he's found a home in San Francisco. He's pitching well. But speaking of injuries, I told some of the guys before the show that Andrew Heaney's dealing with a stiff neck because of how many times he has to turn around to watch the ball go over the fence. This guy's prone to giving up the home run. And I think, with a Giants team that scored five or more runs in 7 straight games, they've got the edge here. So I got to take the Giants as well.
All right, agreement here on the Giants, plus 115 against the Angels. Get starts here at 9:38 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Al, let's take a look over at Pig Dog Swim tonight. Good board tonight of baseball. We've got the hockey game, NBA on the board. 923 units of profit documented for Al over the past 30 days. That's all documented. Go to the site. You can check all the results there. They're graded immediately, and you'll see every play he's released. What do you have going on over at Big Dogs Premium?
We got a lot of MLB tonight. I got my MLB 5-pack, and then I got playing the NBA and the NHL as well. So I grabbed the long-term pass. Is always the best deal. You get all the plays there. And, lately coming off a win in the NHL yesterday, won the last 2 games in the NBA on Sunday. And really like this play, obviously, tonight in the NBA. And I always love my baseball. We went on a bit of a heater, cooled down a bit last couple of days, not hitting all our plays. But every day is a chance to start a new heater in the MLB. So always looking forward to the next day in baseball. And, always loving the card. Always something good there.
All right, guys, get on board here with El Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 923 units of profit past 30 days. That's all documented. And, of course, you get on board with his one-day pass. He also has long-term passes available over at Pig Dogs Premium. So check out his profile page. You'll see everything he's got for you there. And, of course, that long-term pass is your best value there. Go 30 days every play that Al releases over the site for 30 days. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion and save even more. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. And we may be talking to you in a few days.
So always ready, Tony. Looking forward to it.
I look forward to it as well. Al Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the coverage. And now we're going to turn our attention to baseball as well. And welcome to the show, Shane Mickle, who sits number 1. He's been really doing well in the postseason. Shane, you've done great work in the NBA postseason. You did it again last year as you made that big run to finish second overall at Pig Dogs, and that was aided really by your performance in the NBA playoffs. And sure enough, here in the NBA playoffs in 2021, you're at it again.
Yeah, I guess the playoffs are my time to shine. Gonna be disappointed when they end here in a month or two.
No question about that. All right, here we go. 10 Eastern Time. Mariners host the Rockies. The Mariners $1.65, total of 8.5.
Yeah, it feels like it's only been a couple years removed since Kyle Freeland looked like he was going to be, Cy Young contender, one of the best pitchers in baseball. That's not the case anymore. This is a pitcher that's got a lot of issues. This month, he's went 12.2 innings and given up 9 home runs and 18 runs total. Chris Flexen's on the mound for the Mariners. He's coming off a good start, but his 2 previous starts weren't great. Mariners offense hasn't been great this year, but the last 3 games, they're averaging over 5.5 runs a game. I think there's plenty of scoring in this one. I'll take my shot with the over.
All right, we got Shane here looking here at the over in this one, over 8.5 runs, Mariners and Rockies. All right, Chris, what say you? I know it's a big lift here for the Rockies to get runs on the road.
Absolutely, but I'm sorry, I have to do it again. I got to steal my Brian Bitler day. But no, I'm kidding. I'm looking at the over here as well, just because, you know what, you look at the opponent runs per game. Colorado on the road, dead last, giving up almost 6 runs a game on the road, and as bad as Seattle's been hitting this year.
I guess, let's see. Chris might have froze on us.
So,
there he goes. There he goes.
Oh.
There, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Where did you lose me?
Just when you said Seattle, and then you got cut.
Okay. Yeah, no, Seattle been a lucky team all season, but, I think they can do damage against Kyle Freeland. 9.58 ERA. He's not over those shoulder issues, so I like the over here as well.
Look at the over. Don't forget, Colorado's bullpen's not only bad at home, they're also bad on the road here with an ERA approaching 5. All right, agreement here on Mariners and Rockies. Over a total of 8.5 runs. Late night action, 10 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Win, where you're sitting number 1 in the NBA, nearly 2,300 units of profit, all documented. Of course, we got an NBA game up there. We got hockey, 14 baseball games in the primetime hour. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Tonight I've got a 3-pack, 2 NBA, my best MLB in the 3-pack, 5-pack consisting of NBA and MLB. And of course there's long term. My last 30 days in the NBA, I'm up 2,600 units. You get the rest of my NBA season, 174.95. There's still plenty of time and plenty of value with that pack. So hop on something long term and let's finish off these playoffs strong.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pig.com. He's got that end of season pass right now from the NBA. Every play that Shane releases now to the final game of the NBA Finals. Get that at that very low price. Could get on board with a one-day pass as well. Your choice. Just go to Pig Dogs Premium, go over the profile page for Shane Mickle and purchase. You got the 3, 7, and 30-hour sports pass. Every play he releases on the site from all sports for that period of time. Want to add a second capper, you can add guys like Big Al McMorty, who's number 1 for the year. A lot of good baseball handicappers as well up there on the site. Check them out over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Shane, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk to you in a couple days.
Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.
All right, Shane Mickle here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on. And it's time for Chris up early today. All right, let's go. Let's get your game for tonight. We're going to look at the hockey game, as Montreal will be playing in Vegas, a team that's near and dear to Tony Brown's heart there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Here's the game for tonight. Golden Knights, the host of Canadiens, 9 Eastern time, NBC Sports Network. Golden Knights, 240 favorites, total of 5.
Yeah, I was looking at this series, and on paper, compared to the series between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Islanders, Vegas was a strong favorite, mainly because the Canadiens were the 4th seed in the North Division, team with the worst record among all teams that made the playoffs. But Montreal rode their momentum, 7 straight wins, and they've utilized some of that momentum. Now it's a 2-2 series with best of 3. I mean, the bottom line for me in this series is that Montreal's proven they belong in this group of 4. Their recipe for success, keeping Vegas outside, away from the front of the net, which make it hard to be effective offensively for any team. And the Canadiens are also fast enough to pose a threat in transition. They have their top 6, guys like Tyler Toffoli, Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Arturi Lehkonen, Philip Deneau, and Brendan Gallagher. They have thoroughly outplayed Vegas' top 6 forwards, who haven't scored once in this series. They have a combined 10 assists in 4 games. That's just not going to cut it. And you look at the Deneau line, they've essentially rendered Max Pacioretty and Mark Stone useless, just like Mitch Matthews in that first-round series. They've held Stone and Pacioretty to just 2 points in those first 4 games after Pacioretty and Stone combined for 112 points and 45 goals in the regular season. Now, yes, has had their share of offensive success, but 7 of their 10 goals in the series have come from defensemen, and it's just not a recipe for success because it's not sustainable. And until we see Pete DeBoer make changes for the Golden Knights, I see them having a hard time breaking down this hard-headed Montreal defense and the brick wall that's been Carey Price over the course of this playoffs. Now, we talked about in the video over on our YouTube channel that the referee in Game 4 was questionable. I think Game 5, you're going to see it tilted a little bit more by even call. You might even see a couple makeup calls towards Montreal here. But either way, I like Montreal tonight. And if you like Montreal tonight, hop on that price now at plus 235 tonight. We are not looking at the same price, even if we go to.
All right, we got Chris here on the Canadiens tonight, plus 203, and they win a game 5. Take them to win the series here, plus 235 now. How about this? How about Canadiens in 6? Is that a better payoff?
That's a nice payout as well. I believe I saw it at plus 700. But
wow.
Tony, I believe even I'll look it up here. But Canadiens in 7 was paying up plus 475. So to take them to win back-to-back games, especially at home where I think it's still 2,500 is the limit for fans in attendance. But you watch those games, they make 2,500 sound like 25,000. They are not shy by any stretch of the imagination, especially at home. And let's see here, series markets. We've got.
I was saying, if they win Game 5, Game 6 is in Montreal, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I lied. Sorry, Montreal to win in 6 is plus 550, and Montreal to win in 7 plus 475. So, like Tony said, I would hop on these series prices tonight, because if you think Montreal's going to win tonight, and even if you think they're going to win in 6 or 7, the prices are not going to be at plus 235 like they are right now.
All right, we got Chris here with Canadiens plus 203 tonight against Golden Knights, and take them to win the series at plus 235. Tonight's game will begin at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch it over on NBC Sports Network. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick.com tonight. Well, we talked about a big board in Major League Baseball, so 14 games up there, NBA and hockey. What do you have going on over the site?
So I went a little bit crazy tonight, but unfortunately, that's just how much I love the MLB tonight. I got my Tuesday MLB crooked number. It's a 7-pack. You are never going to see me do packages like this. Just, again, how much I love the games on tonight's card. Guys, check that out. $39.95 over the website. That's not gospel. You don't have to play every single game on there, but that's going to be towards some of the best value on tonight's card. Or, guys, check out the long-term subscription. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. You can have all those plays tonight as well. It's plays for a couple extra days. And we tell you, as soon as you buy that one package, it pays for itself within a day, maybe 2. So check that out. We're going to save you money, and you're going to look even smarter when people look at your bankroll and say, how'd you make that much money? And you just show them how much you saved by just going with the long-term subscription. It's your best bet. But anyways, we have the playoff and season packages for MLB and NBA. Got the 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair me up with Tony. Anyone you see on the show, pair me up with Rods of Whack. Get the puck dog combo. Always say it. The possibilities are endless for you over at Pick Dogs. Go over and check it out.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Prim. Get his one-day pass tonight, or better yet, those long-term passes are your best bets. 3, 7, and 30 $. Sports Pass will be every play that Chris releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. The sports that he handicaps, you'll get hockey, you'll get NBA, baseball as well. Of course, when you add that second capper, 2-for-1 promo, that capper promo, that's even better value there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru, joined by Chris Ruffolo as my co-host. And now let's welcome James Clark to the show. James, you'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium doing fantastic work all season long in the NBA. And, of course, we're going to look at the NBA game tonight between the Clippers and Suns. So let's go ahead and bring in James right now. James, how's it going?
Pretty good, guys. How are y'all?
Doing great, doing great. All right, here we go. ESPN's going to televise this one tonight. Game 2, Suns to host the Clippers. The Clippers are dogs here at Suns, now down to 4.5 from an opener of 6, total 223.
Guys, if you look at this game, I was on the under in the last meeting, and if we wouldn't, they wouldn't have scored 80 points in one quarter, we would have had it. If, ands, or buts, whatever. Well, I'm back on the under again today, guys. I just don't see these guys getting over 223. I look for the Clippers come out to play a little bit better defense, and also look for the Suns, to play a good defense. You're looking at 2 teams here. You're pretty much in the playoffs. You're going against a Clipper team. It's a 3-point shooting team, and the Suns team that's it's a 2-pointers. That's what they go through. The Clippers live and die by the 3. And, the Suns are the inside-outside game. Clippers going to have 25 threes a game. And then, Aiden and the Suns, they're going to beat the ball inside and get outside, take it to the lane, and they have a few threes here and there. But like I said, guys, I really like the under 223 in this game.
All right, James, you're on the under 223 in this game. Let's just upgrade the injury situation. Leonard out with that knee. Paul has now been downgraded to out. And Marcus Morris is upgraded to probable. Now, he's dealing with a knee issue. But one thing to note here, Chris, the Clippers do have film now with the Suns operating without Chris Paul on the point.
Yeah, they have the book on how to deal with a Suns team that's without Chris Paul. The problem is that Suns team is still really good, and they just haven't had an answer for for guys like Devin Booker, and with Kawhi out, it definitely negates the star factor for the Phoenix Suns. But I'm looking at the under here with James. I like the under as well. I do think we're going to get close to it. I think we'll have to maybe sweat it out late, but I don't see it getting up to 220. I could see it hanging around at the 210s, high 210s, but not 223. So I'm looking at the under as well.
Agreement here on Clippers Suns under 223. This game will air on ESPN at 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work here. Nearly 2,200 units of profit in the NBA. That is all documented over there at Pick Dogs Premium, so you can check out his profile page. All the plays are graded immediately, and you can literally check the plays that he's released. Big card for Major League Baseball. 14 games in the prime time. Got a hockey game up there. You didn't mention the side of the NBA. Is that possible as a premium? What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I have an NBA game. I have the one NBA game and 5 MLB games that I really love tonight, guys. I'll be honest with you. The under would have been one of my premiums. Man, we've had bad storms here in West Virginia. It's been crazy getting service here and there. But anyways, like I said, I got the 6-pack going on. After we go 6-0 today, you can upgrade to 3, 7, or 30 days. Guys are out. I lowered my NBA playoff pass until we crown champion. It's a $195 until we crown a champion, guys. I've been pretty much 1 and 2 all season, pretty much all season in the NBA. Props to Shane. Came out of nowhere, caught fire in the playoffs, and taking number 1 spot. Congrats, man. But I'm coming to try to come back to get that number 1 spot. You know how he is. We all want each other to win, but we're all competitive. But you can team me up with any of these guys out here. Chris, Tony, even with Shane. Any of these guys out here, my buddy Trey Jordan, Mitch, any of the guys that we got all kinds of good baseball handicappers that you see from top to bottom. That's another thing. I've turned the baseball around too, guys. So if you want to grab us and team me up with anybody, we'll put some money in your pockets.
All right, guys, get money in your pocket right now with James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here. 2,172 units of profit in the NBA, all documented. He's got that end of the season pass that he's reduced for you guys there. Just visit James Clark's profile page and get on board with James Clark's end of the season NBA playoff pass. All NBA plays until a champion is crowned. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk to you in maybe tomorrow in a couple of days.
Sounds good, Tony. Always ready, buddy. And good luck to everybody, and appreciate you having me on the show.
As always, thanks for joining us. James Clark here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And let's welcome to the show. Welcome back, show. Damian Sosh. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Premium. He's been doing some pretty good work, kind of steady, always in the profit column. Damian, how's it going?
Hi, guys. Doing good. It's been a while. It's good to be back.
All right, great to have you back. All right, here we go. Baseball tonight, MLB Extra Innings channel at 7 Eastern time. Rays to host the Red Sox. The Rays, $1.19, total of 8.
Yeah, taking a look in here to this game, the Rays, they're coming in. They've lost 6 in a row now. Now they find themselves a half game back of their opponent tonight in the Red Sox. Red Sox are going to be putting Eduardo Rodriguez there on the mound. He started off the season really well, started off 5-0, but now he hasn't won a game since May 7th. He's seen his ERA balloon to 6.21 over his last 3 starts. His ERA is 8.36. The Rays, meanwhile, they're going to counter with Andrew Kittredge. Now, Kittredge, he's more of a bullpen guy. He's 5-1 in the season, 1.34. He's really performed well, though, in any role that the Tampa Bay asked him to pitch in. He's going to eat up some innings here in the beginning of the game, and then he's going to give way to Ryan Yarbrough. Now, Yarbrough, he's pitched pretty well this season. He did get hit around his last time out, but overall he's been solid this season. The Rays are also, and I'm kind of excited to see this, they're calling up Wander Franco. He's the top prospect in all of baseball. He's a 20-year-old switch-hitting shortstop, 5-tool player. I'm really excited to see him play. I think he could add maybe a spark to that Rays lineup. And the bottom line is I really don't trust Rodriguez on the mound for Boston, and we're going to take the Rays on the money line in this one.
All right, Damian Sosh here is going to look here at the Tampa Bay Rays at the minus 119. All right, Chris, what say you? No, Rodriguez is just not having it here of late.
Yeah, I know this is going to be my boring analysis of the day because Damian made all the good points. I don't like Eduardo Rodriguez either. He hasn't been great lately, stretch on Damian's point earlier, 0-4 in his last 7 starts with an ERA up over 8.5. And that's just not going to cut it. And, it's weird for a pitcher that used to be the staff ace or at least the number 2 guy in that rotation. I think the Rays do the damage tonight against Rodriguez and get the win here.
All right, agreement here on the Rays, minus 119 against the Red Sox. Start time, 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra Inning Channel. All right, Damon, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Spin. Well, tonight we got a big card from Major League Baseball. 326 units document here past 30 days. And, of course, we talked about earlier, 14 games in prime time from baseball, that big NBA and hockey game. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, there's a lot of good action out there tonight. I've narrowed it down to my 3 favorite plays on the board. That's going to be in the NBA, obviously, the playoff game. And then I got 2 in Major League Baseball. They're all for sale individually, or you can get my winner circles pass. You get all 3 there for one low price. So head on over to Pick Dogs and check me out.
All right, guys, get on board here with Damian Sosh. Check on his one-day pass, his plays for tonight. Take those winnings and make that upgrade to the long-term pass. He's got that 3, 7, and 30 L Sports Pass where you get every play he releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for the time period you select when you go to the premium page and you make that purchase. All right, Damon, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, Damian Sosh here on the drive to us. Continue on with our coverage. Guys, it's time for my pick, and then we'll go for the full recap. So if you missed any of the plays, stay tuned. We'll do a full recap, and of course, we'll have James Clark help us out with that as well. Let's continue on here on the drive through, and it's time for yours truly with my play tonight. We're going to Major League Baseball. It's going to have a familiar tune to it because I'm coming right back with the same game that we gave out last night, which was successful. Cubs here, minus 204 against Indians, 8 Eastern time. Total sits here at 9, and I'm coming right back here with this Cleveland Indians bunch here at plus 182 now. This has gone up since the overnight. Kyle Hendricks is going to get the start. Yeah, he's had his ups and downs, but it's not been as sharp at home. ERA of 4.60 in 8 starts. Eli Morgan will counter for the Indians. Now, the rookie has posted some good numbers and strikeout numbers in AAA, but he's only pitched 6 1/3 innings in his 2 starts, and the numbers are ugly, but it's only 6 1/3 innings. Indians opened this series winning 7 of 10, doing a good job of hitting right-handers, and now they've won 8 of 11 after taking the first game of this series. They're hitting right-handers, they're getting good work from the bullpen, but look at the Cubs, past 10 games, hitting only 161 as a team. Baez's head's not in the game. Indians have a winning record on the road. With that lineup, even if we get 2 innings, 3 innings from this rookie, I'm not worried about it all with this being a bullpen game for the Indians. I'm going to take Cleveland here at plus 182, Chris.
Tony, put your helmet on because you and I are running head to head in this one. I gotta stick with the Cubs yet. Then the numbers have been paltry for the Cubs lately. I gotta think something sparks somewhere. And Kyle Hendricks has been that spark lately. 7-0 in his last 7 starts. ERA just over 2.5. And you look at the Cubs offense over that 7-game stretch. 5 of those wins have come by at least 2 runs. So I was looking at Cubs on the run line here. I'm just not sold on Eli Morgan just yet.
Well, I'm not either, but he's not going to be around very long. So I'm looking at this as a bullpen game, and it's a very short sample, 6 1/3, and I'm going to look at that, and maybe they put up a few runs on him. I know the Indians here have shown a little improvement here, but still the Cubs, the hitting is just atrocious here the way they're hitting. Yeah. Even a minor leaguer coming in against this lineup whose heads are just not in the game right now. The way we saw that with Baez. So we're butting heads here. Again, a little pushback as well here with the Cubs here at 182. I've been watching too many of Mitch's member premium shows. We got to get a little nasty with each other, I think. All right, plus 182 against the Cubs. This one you can watch tonight over at on MLB Extra Innings channel at 8 p.m. each time. There's a game on YouTube, by the way, Oakland and Texas. So if you got YouTube, you don't have the money for the package, you can watch it for free. That Athletics Rangers game free on YouTube tonight. All right, guys, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. I got a 3-pack right now going on over at Pig Dogs Premium. Of course, all the baseball. I stayed away from the basketball game. I didn't like the line move too much. I want better value for if I looked at the Clippers side. But I got 3 games for you from Major League Baseball. Get on board. I'm also part of that capper promotion, that 2-for-1 capper promotion. So if you pick up one of my long-term passes, that 3, 7, and 38 pass, you can add a second capper of a host pack. So with Chris or any of the cappers out there, we got James Clark, who's doing great in the NBA. Shane Mickle, you can be part of as well. Big Al McMorty. So check me out over at Pick Dogs Premium with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's time now to look at the picks for the day's game. It's time for the recap. And we got James Clark to help us out here. We started with Alex. White Sox, $1.67 against the Pirates. Tony Brown, Dodgers, -113 against the Padres. Giants, +115 against the Angels from El Ninos. Shane Mickle, Mariners, Rockies, over 8.5. We got Chris with the Canadiens, +203 against Vegas. Hey, if he says if they're going to win this game, then they're going to win the series. Take them to win the series, +235. James, Clippers, Suns, under 223. Damian, Rays, -119 against the Red Sox. Yours truly, Indians, +182 against the Cubs. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, I got to keep it on the same screen. I got to go with James and that Clippers Suns under 223. Like I said, I think we get to close to 220, but I don't see it getting to that number.
All right, Chris says the under was Suns and Clippers. All right, James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I got to go with Al. I like the Giants. I thought I was capping them a few days ago. I think the Giants is number 1 or number 2 best team on the road, and here they are with plus money on the road. I really like the Giants.
Yeah, I'm agreeing there as well. I like Al with the Giants. Big bullpen advantage here for the Giants as well. I'm not a big fan of that Angels bullpen ERA over 5 past 10 games. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. I have a full book, 8 cappers on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. Don't forget, it all gets started with the morning show, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tune into that. You got Mitch, Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki, back from the DL. Short stint on the DL. Didn't even make it to 10 days. Got recovery really quickly. So be sure to check that out. Of course, don't forget those YouTube premium shows, guys. Check the link below and sign up. All right, let's bring on our crew for tonight's show. Wave goodbye to everybody. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 6.